coming out to celebrate this special occasion with us. We're very excited to honor the 2022 very influential artists. We at Tranquility Fine Arts believe that we have a mission to inspire hope, comfort, and purpose into the lives of others through the arts. The artists who will be honored here this evening were chosen because their art has planted seeds into the lives of others. These artists have planted seeds through performing arts, or the visual arts, or the written arts. Tranquility Fine Arts believes that inspiring hope, comfort, and purpose into the lives of others is what God has called each of us to do. Tranquility Fine Arts was founded in remembrance of Archie Adams, my and my two sisters' father, who planted seeds of hope and comfort into our lives, and those seeds continue to grow through our families. Our father was also a very talented artist. His work has been appreciated by many, even until this day, though he passed away in 2011. As we begin, I'd like to say thank you to the art collectors, the art buyers, and the appraisers who have helped make this possible. Without their input, it would be difficult to select who is deserving of this award. We also want to say thank you to the multiple media entities who have given us the honor of covering this ceremony. And now, without further ado, let's start what we came here to do. Let's celebrate the 2022 very influential artists. V.I.A, congratulations. You have been chosen as one of 2022's very influential artists because you are working to reach the top of the mountain. She is actually the youngest artist that Tranquility Fine Arts has considered representing at any event. We believe she was born with a natural talent. V.I.A has painted since she was 6 years old. She uses mixed media to capture nature in her paintings, and she shares with us whether it's feelings of a child towards her mother or ways to cleanse our environment. She likes to send messages through her art. V.I.A could not be with us, but we are honored to show her award and show her work to our audience. Please join me in celebrating V.I.A as one of 2022's very influential artists. Stephen Lester, congratulations. You have been selected as one of the 2022 very influential artists. Stephen Lester has been a resident artist at the gallery since we opened. It has been an honor to work with him, and he is a true inspiration to all of us. After graduating with a degree in visual arts, Stephen began his career as a commercial illustrator and soon became an art director. He has received many awards. After 4 decades in commercial art field, Stephen has fully embraced his love of fine art painting. His many talents include narrative art, portraiture, and my personal favorite, capturing God's beauty in nature. Please join me in celebrating Stephen Lester as one of 2022's very influential artists. Let's celebrate what Stephen brings to our art world.
And good to be with you, and what a delight to be considered a very influential artist. It's an honor, seriously. I'm first of all thrilled that Tranquility has begun this gallery here in Cherokee County, where I live, and Woodstock in particular, to celebrate the arts and to bring, I think, as I agree with her, beauty, especially in a time of trouble and degradation all around us. To have beauty and joy and peace brought into that and celebrated is a wonderful thing. And to have an outlet for my work as well, where that's appreciated, is always an exciting thing. I think I may have met Captain Barnes and his wife through because they felt like I needed some mental health counseling. But they reached out to me as one of their early artists that they wanted to represent, and it's been a terrific experience for me because they celebrated everything I would bring them, and that's a delight as an artist to hear that. I want to thank my wife, who, as you can see, I'm not one of the younger guys, and so I went many, many years without doing any drawing and painting. And I did so for a lot of reasons. I was busy, I had other things going on in my life. I didn't believe in myself, but as the song said, she believed in me. I'll never know what she sees in me, but she continued to say, I want to see paint all over the floor, and eventually it's happening, and there is paint on the floor now, so I thank you for that. Also, I just want to thank the Lord because I am a Christian, and everything changed for me early on in my life when I was in college. I didn't grow up that way, but my whole life shifted, and since that time I experienced a lot of upheaval in my life, a lot of course corrections, a lot of changes. I went into from art to commercial aspect. I was in advertising and marketing, and then eventually I went back to seminary and became a pastor for 20 years, and then after all of that I picked up as I retired. I was a national speaker, over keynote speakers for years, and then I retired and started painting. So I picked it up just a few years ago, and it's like it just took off, and I can't explain that. I just want to say thank you to the Lord, because I would be remiss if I didn't do that. I don't want it to sound cliche, but I just have to say thank you. And thank you to you for the opportunity, and to all of you here. I celebrate this time with you. Every one of you deserves applause, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Like so many entities, we at Tranquility Fine Arts also have the honor of working with our very own power couple. Vesta Paquin has loved art since elementary school. Even then, she loved painting, ceramics, woodworking, and photography. Her passion for photography first formed in middle school. Vesta used her creative talents in various ventures, but over the years, photography slowly slipped away from her. Vesta then met Dan Robertson. Dan inspired her creativity, and Vesta's passion for photography was reignited. Dan Robertson has studied commercial photography at Portfolio Center, Southeastern Center for the Arts in Atlanta, Georgia. He has shared his talents with his community in many ways. Dan has had some of his work published in Bride magazine, as well as a variety of others. Now the power couple engage in photography opportunities as often as they can. They offer their talents at weddings, special events, or sometimes just a night out. Their work shows us that sometimes the best photos are those taken in the spur of the moment. Now here's a fun fact. Recently, Dan and Vesta were engaged. Guess who's going to do their wedding photography? Dan and Vesta. So we certainly look forward to seeing the jewels that they create from that as well. Please join me in celebrating the talents that this power couple brings to our art world. Join me in celebrating Dan Robertson and Vesta Peguin as a 2022 very influential artists.
Well, I have to say we're very honored to be up here with so much talent in this room. You guys, your work is incredible. And we're just so glad to be part of all of this. And I thank Shannon for her encouragement for us to do this kind of work. I normally do weddings, as she said, and portraits and this kind of thing. And so this is all new for me. And so both of us are going to work to produce more for the Tranquility Art Gallery. And we're just excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I have the special honor of introducing to you Joey Mangum. He is an alumnus of Kennesaw State University with a bachelor's degree in theater and performance studies and a concentration in musical theater. He has performed in a variety of musicals, is a staple judge and performer for MomoCon's Disney Singing Contest in Atlanta, and he has even performed on stage with Kristen Chenoweth. Thankfully, Joey has agreed to perform for us tonight.
I'll never be a knight in armor with a sword in hand, or a kamikaze fighter. Don't count on me to storm the barricades and take a stand, or hold my ground. You'll never see any scars or wounds. I don't walk on coals, I won't walk on water. I am no prince, I am no saint, I am not anyone's wildest dream, but I can stand behind and be someone to fall back on. Some comedy, you're bruised and beaten down, and I'm the one who's looking for a favor. Still, honestly, you don't believe me, but the things I have are the things you need. You look at me like I don't make sense, like a waste of time, like it serves no purpose. I am no prince, I am no saint, and if that's what you believe you need, you're wrong. You don't need much, you need someone to fall back on. And I'll be that, I'll I want to thank my mom, first of all, for supporting me for my entire life and doing all the stuff that I want to do, specifically music. Music has been a thing that I've, as far as I can remember, like 3 years old, like trying to like memorize songs in my bedroom with a boombox, I guess. And I had always been too scared to try to do it, like as a professional thing, until I entered, like I judged the MomoCon Disney contest every year, and I got that position because I entered and I won and they asked me to do it. And there's something about seeing everyone really enjoy what you do and connect with you in a way that I feel like I can't do with words sometimes, that is just so powerful. And thinking I am an LGBT individual, I'm gay and non-binary, but thinking about growing up how there were so many people who were not visible in media that looked like me, and how I feel like I owe it to myself and to all of the people out there who didn't get to see the things that I saw, or still running on high. I feel like I owe it to myself to show my representation to other people so that they also feel represented. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, thank you all.
Karen Martin, congratulations. You have been chosen as a 2022 very influential artist. Karen was raised in a very art-educated family, appreciating music, theater, as well as painting and sculpting. Most of Karen's education comes from workshops or mentorship opportunities. Karen is self-taught, and her natural talents show in her work. She has built upon what she believes is a gift passed down by her mother. Karen works in a variety of media, including watercolors, colored pencils or pastels, and sculpture. Karen shared with us, "My passion and drive in my artwork is to spark an emotion with those who look at my pieces and to tell a story or create a memory." Please join me in celebrating the talents that Karen Martin brings to our art world.
Definitely it's because I'm not used to doing anything like this. I'll make it brief. First and foremost, I want to thank God. He's given us all gifts. And I've finally learned to partner with Him. And my gifts are being shown. And that's what I want. I want to share my gift. My mom and dad supported me as a child, as you know. My dad in heaven is looking down right now and is in glory. My mom is 91 and hopefully seeing me on live stream. I don't know if she'll be able to do that or not. And she was a painter, and still is a painter and a beautiful artist. So first and foremost really is my husband. Charlie is my rock. I couldn't do what I do without him, and he supports me emotionally, which I obviously need. And he supports me in every way, and all my animal obsessions and everything. My kids, Meredith, Erica, Emily, CJ, and JJ. We are a blended family, and those kids are my cheerleaders. I am proud to death of them all. We're a blended family, but you would never know it. And I love them so dearly. They lift me up after all my rejections. So all my friends and family, again, I have some that are live streaming, my Thunder sisters, hopefully that are watching right now. We rock. And they're all artists and they support me as well. and all the random people that have commissioned me to do work for them. And my work in their home is something that they cherish and is very meaningful, and it means so much to me. And some random lady came to my art booth the other week. I had an art show, and some lady walked in and she said, "Oh, this is just magical." And I thought to myself, I never thought my work as being magical, but that made my day. I didn't sell anything that day. Hopefully I get a commission or two, but I'll be honest, that made my day. This, what you're doing is just so rewarding, because, you know, we go through a lot. We give everything, all of our arts, we give to our heart and soul. And so to be recognized and be a little reward is nice. So thank you very much.
Walker, congratulations! You have been chosen as one of the 2022 very influential artists. Travis could not be with us this evening, but we are still honored to present him to you. Travis is a self-taught artist who wanted to continue a legacy within his family of artists. Travis completed art classes with Rice University in an effort to increase his art skills. Travis attempts to keep 4 words in mind when creating his works: nature, color, humor, and fantasy. Travis shared with us, "My wish would be that my paintings would bring a smile to those who view my art." Please join me in celebrating 2022 very influential artist Travis Walker and the talents he brings to our art world. Arts. This Amazon best-selling author has a true heart for people. She is a dear friend of mine, and she has certainly inspired me in many ways. Gwen Bragg describes herself as a lover of Jesus, a wife to Mark, the pastor, and a mom to Elijah and Noah. She says, "I am a buyer for a furniture store and an interior designer. I am a writer, a speaker, and a mentor. All of these passions fuel my fire to make all things beautiful from the inside out." Gwen also shared with us that she believes she paints pictures with words.
Thank you, Tranquility Fine Arts. First of all, I'm just so honored to stand here and to receive this. Such a blessing. I have written the book, The Beautiful Ugly Truth. It is a memoir of my husband and I's journey, and it's been very interesting. It's a journey through betrayal and restoration and what God can do when you give him your ugly truth. And so he takes it and he makes something beautiful out of it. I didn't know I was writing a book, but God did. And he saw past all my imperfections and said, "I can use this." And it's just us partnering with him, whether it be through art or music. Oh my gosh, I sat there and I was like, please don't let me go after him. Please don't let me go after him. You did fabulous here. But my husband and I can't do this without him, so please come up here with me, Mark, just for a second. He is the strongest man I know, because we were very broken and God just healed us. And so we do a ministry now called Reconnecting Lives, and we help other couples just work through messy stuff. I didn't know God was writing a book through me, but he did. And so I have to thank God. I have to thank this strong man who fought his way back to us, And I'm just grateful to be here tonight. So thank you guys.
Next, we will be celebrating Adam Sensel. Adam is from North Carolina, and he had hoped to be with us this evening. However, at the last minute, he was not able to. Adam is one of our resident artists, and we have certainly enjoyed working with him as well. Adam brings a very unique style to the inventory that we have at Tranquility Fine Arts. Adam was chosen as a 2022 very influential artist because of his passion for art that led him to develop his own artistic style. If Adam were here, he would tell you, I'm exploring and sharing the depths of my imagination and the reality seen from my mind's eye. Within these altered perspectives are discoveries of these curiosities that come from the emotional and sensory connection I perceive them to be. I am especially interested in the curiosities found in the seemingly mundane or ordinary moments. My works are the translated forms of the snippets from my mind's eye of an idealized, stylized representation of these curiosities in this otherworldly realm of existence. Please join me in celebrating Adam Sensel as a 2022 very influential artist. Next, we are honoring Kimberly Agarian as a very influential artist. Kimberly Agarian certainly meets the qualifications for fine art. Her skills and her gifts to bring detail and life to her paintings is astonishing. Kimberly shared with us that she has taken multiple classes over the past 10 years, including classes that have an emphasis on drawing, figure drawing, and painting. Kimberly also shared that she takes every opportunity she can to take classes to improve her skills. She believes the secret to success is practice, practice, practice. Kimberly also shared with us that she believes that art is a source of joy, healing, and expression. She says, as a survivor of trauma from a young age, art gave me a voice when I had no voice. Join me in celebrating Kimberly Agarian as a very influential artist. Marlon Yoder, congratulations. You have been chosen as a 2022 very influential artist. Marlon is also a resident artist for Tranquility Fine Arts. Visitors in the gallery describe his work as fantasy and hopeful. Borrowing from his older brother's oil paints without permission, 14-year-old Marlon Yoder painted a portrait of Paul McCartney in the summer of 1968. At age 33, Marlon made a verbal declaration to God that from that point forward, he would no longer treat his talents as a hobby. In 1984, Marlon saw his first Jackson Pollock paintings. Up until that point, abstract art was lost on Marlon. However, on that day in 1984, Marlon was moved for the first time by art that was painted by someone other than Claude Monet. Marlon shared, Pollock's paintings seemed to literally vibrate, and for the first time, art felt alive to me. Marlon was so inspired that he created his Ode to Pollock series. Marlon has many other series as well, and his work never fails to inspire others. Please join me in celebrating Marlon Yoder and the talents he brings to our art world as a 2022 very influential artist.
I want to start by thanking people before I forget who I want to thank. First of all, there are a lot of Christians here tonight, and I want to start by thanking Jesus for the gifting He's given me, for how He's grown closer to me through my art, through working on it. He's my muse. I'd like to say my wife is. She's other things. God is my muse, and I really love that. I want to thank my wife, Cheryl, sitting back there. Like all of us artists, you know, I think we all know that we need someone else. And I mean, God, of course, we all need God for everything. But as an artist, we do need someone to help us be strong, someone to be there. Cheryl's not my cheerleader. She's more of, I'm probably going to say a bad word here, that she lets me know where my art is. Like I just say, give me either a passing or a fail grade. And in other words, she won't let me leave the house with my ass hanging out. She wants my work to represent all the time. And I also want to thank Shannon and Mike. They've been really great. I've been with a number of different galleries over the years, but they feel like family. They're our friends as well as our gallery owners. I really appreciate that. And I want to thank all the other artists too who put their work. Stephen, I love all of your work, but Stephen Lester is probably one of my favorites. He does great work, and I appreciate it. And Debbie, Patty D, she's probably coming up next, maybe, I'm not sure. But I love her work, and she's an inspiration for how she posts stuff all the time, and I'm terrible at posting. And she has, and I mean that in a good way, Patty. I mean, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say, but anyway, she knows how to get her work out there. I need to work on that a little bit. As far as being an artist, that's been something that's been with me all my life, and it wasn't until I got older that it really started to happen, and I could go on and on. When I'm in the gallery, that's all we do is just talk about art and how grateful we are. So I guess that's all. I could talk all night, and my history is really not very important, so I don't really care about that. But thank you, Lord. Thank you, Mike and Shannon. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you.
Patty Delval, congratulations. You have been chosen as one of the 2022 very influential artists. Patty has exhibited her work in both Long Island, New York and Atlanta, Georgia. She's an active participant in multiple artistic groups and associations. She continues to facilitate the partnership of the art with the community as a board member of a local art alliance. Patty is also a resident artist at Tranquility Fine Arts. Patty has a passion for cultivating imagination and stirring creativity in others. Please join me in celebrating the talent Patty Delval brings to our art world as a 2022 very influential artist.
Filled with really talented people. All of my favorites from Tranquility are here tonight, and that just makes it so much more of an honor to be able to stand here and receive this as well. I have, there are a lot of discarded notes in my effort to come up with something genius to say and brilliant to say thank you, but all I really have is a sincere gratitude for being chosen to be honored with this award. So I thank you, Tranquility, Shannon and Mike, for honoring me with this. I thank God for His grace and His faithfulness in empowering me to pursue the dreams He put in my heart for my artistic endeavors. I thank my family, my husband, Michael, all my children, so I don't have to name them, Lori, Mike, Mia, Zoe, Jill, Hill, Aiden, Mikey, and Christina. Now that includes my grandbabies and sons and laws. I didn't birth all of those. But I'm so grateful to them, to my family and my friends for always believing in me, for cheering me on, for showing up for me, for celebrating my achievements with me. And I couldn't do anything worthwhile, couldn't accomplish anything worthwhile without their love and support. So thank you.